asset management. We'll be looking at the Financial System Strategy 2020 and how that is going to turn Nigeria or Nigeria's financial system into an international financial hub by the year 2020. Join us again. Welcome back to Business Morning. And President Goodluck Jonathan and top members of his government, particularly from the economic team, have made their own assessment 2 years after they took over to manage the economy, and they have said that they have done very well. But that's what we're looking at today, looking at that medium-term scorecard that is being called down and being joined now by an economic policy analyst, Kola Ogunleye. He's going to share his own thoughts and perhaps give us a perspective on this particular matter. Thank you so much, Kola, for being here.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Now, you listened to President Goodluck Jonathan. He was brandishing a booklet, as it were, talking about that containing achievements, what they've been able to, what this present administration has been able to achieve in the last 2 years, particularly on the economic front. And we did hear the finance minister also, as she's done in the recent past, reeling out or churning out all the macroeconomic indices, saying that they're all positive. Just give us your own thoughts on the scorecard on the part of policymakers themselves.
Okay. Thank you very much. I think the macroeconomic objectives of the government is on course. As we have seen in recent times, Nigeria recorded 6.5% plus growth in the first quarter of this year, according to NOI, talking about the Coordinating Minister of Economy. She also said that our reserves have gone up substantially and that we have a stable exchange rate at the moment. All these are good metrics, as it were. But the border that Nigerians have and that some of us in the other side of the economy, look at is that how has this growth translated to development for our people, the welfare of our people? It is not enough for us to say we are growing every year. We've been at it now for the past 2 years, and Nigeria has been numbered among the most rapidly developing countries in the world. We are on our way to join the BRIC countries, BRICS countries, yeah. And when you look at that, vis-a-vis the development of our people, because the whole agenda of economic management is centered on one thing. The people must be the center and focus of your growth objectives. In that wise, I think there is a lot that still needs to be done in terms of welfare, in terms of job creation. I have always maintained that any economic growth that does not translate into job creation for the teeming number of youths in this country, for the teeming number of our people that are out of job, cannot be said to be an inclusive growth.
Now, Kola, sorry, let me come in here, because are you saying that we shouldn't, remember it's just 2 years, and remember, like the finance minister did say, that we should always remember, she says Nigerians always forget where we're coming from, at least, from the economic perspective of things. Remember where we're coming from, and she says that macroeconomic indices that are now stable. She mentioned inflation, GDP, although we did see that coming down in the first quarter of this year. There's robust reserves, a stable naira. She said all of those indices needed, first and foremost, to be stable and positive before, for the economic team to build on something good going forward. And like I said, remember, it's just been 2 years. So you're saying that none of that deserves any credit, or that something we should take for granted?
Yeah. Esther, the fact is this. The macroeconomic indices, looking at them, are very good. But what we are saying is that you have to put them in context. I think I listened to the former president say some things in Jigawa, even in the clip that he showed. And he was saying that GDP growth, and that is the school of thought I am associating myself with. And the finance minister, in any case, has not come out, but I can read her mind to say that, okay, maybe they are doing what is called pro-growth policies. They want to grow the economy. At the same time, they want to balance their fiscal situation. That has been done. We've been on this talk of we are growing, we are stabilizing. We've been on that in the last 2 years. And I'm saying that there are two forms of development that can happen. There is cyclical development, which is a way that the economy responds to the recession, recovery, depression, growth cycle. That's one aspect of it. The other aspect of it is structural. What are those things that we are doing here? Is it the productivity that is improving? Is it more jobs that are being created? What is happening to those sectors that can drive job creation?
Well, as an
manufacturing.
Economist, wouldn't are you saying as an economist, you wouldn't agree that we need to build on something first? The groundwork needs to be laid first. A good foundation needs to be laid first, because we can't get to job creation until one or two macroeconomic indices are stable or positive, as it were, as we've been made to, understand by.
In the last 2 years, we have seen a gradual growth of these indices. For example, our GDP growth has reduced. It used to be 7.2% or so.
But if you look at that in perspective of putting that in context,
but in the context of that, what we are saying is this: what is the government because the coordinating minister of the economy is a big title, and he oversees other institutions that have anything to do with the economy. So that's why we are asking her one basic question, and the roadmap for that ought to have been laid now. What we are asking her is that what is the roadmap going forward? Now that the economy is stable, exchange rate is stable, nothing is stable really in the economy. If forces outside our control happen now, for example, if anything happens to the price of crude oil, what happens to those stable indices? Are we going to say?
We have robust reserves.
What I'm trying to say is this: even our robust reserves that we talk about, how many imports are we looking at? The data is incomplete. She must tell us In this whole process, how many jobs have been created? The subnational governments must supply their own data too.